Joanna here with the Whalers. This is going to be one bigger video than what I normally do. It's a continuation of some stuff. So we're going to go do some scouting because, you know, at this point we don't have a lot of depth or a lot of good players. So we're going to just look for some players, you know. I got to get rid of that guy. I like scouts that can discover and have at least, you know, above 70 in one thing, right? So we're going to just do fielding ability or arm strength, either one, don't matter. Okay, so that's one skill set down. Okay, so the next one, this guy can be used for anything, so I'll save him. And maybe fire you is the one with the Y. Okay, can't even say that name. Yeah, whatever. West. Okay, I can scout put some different some guys differently. Okay. Arm strength. I like power hitters. That's the easiest way to put it. So these two guys are going to be scouting some catchers. Then this guy's getting fired. Just going to take care of that right now. Yeah, right? Like, okay, we're just going to fire that guy. Not even going to ask. Scout contracts. Okay. I hate that. Okay, we want this guy's actually, you know what, because we already got East, Central, and West. This guy's going to get, yes. Okay, so international. I like international just to give me a little bit of different things to do. That's kind of why I went to him. I don't care. And he's automatically going to pitchers just right off the bat. We're going to get velocity. There we go. Yeah, I like lefties are cool. I like them. So, okay, so East, pitcher, righty, velocity. I like velocity. What's the best one? Really, none of them are like catch-alls, so we're just gonna do that one. Catcher. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, right. Those are two things I wanted to do right now because I'll show you when I eventually come across one of those, like when I actually start playing. So yeah, we're just gonna let's see if we get some wins here. We lost everybody. Good. Good. Well, we're 6 and 7. We're actually rebuilding, but I'll try to show you what I'm looking for with some of what I like to do before I play the game. We're in 3rd place. That's awesome. I want to see their unis real quick because I haven't done that in a while. I like that. Okay, we're going to go back to the regular ones because those are cool. Like, Oakland has good uniforms. They should never change that shit. We kind of have the Whalers uniforms. Like, we try to get the colors right. To be honest with you, I was hoping to make the customization a little bit more realistic than just having the just having the Whalers be like generic and shit. But yeah. So this is what I actually do when I'm playing. Is I go, let's get some players in there. Let's start subbing a little bit out. And the good thing is, this guy's actually not that hurt. He wasn't, like, really hurt. You know, not to say I wanted him to be really hurt, but it was like, oh, man, he's hurt? Shit. Okay, no, he's not hurt. He's not hurt, like, to the point where he can't play, which is great, because he's going to have to play. And this guy, he's terrible defensively, but I don't care. It's like, and I don't care, right? Be like, oh, I thought this was a center fielder. Oh shit, I thought it was this guy, Austin Hayes. No. Who's more durable? DJ Stewart's a little bit more durable. Because I know we're going to be in Oakland. So it's like, you know, that's great, but it's also like a little bit, you know, perplexing, right? To be honest with you. To do it in Oakland and to, you know, realize I might have to go back and do something else here in a minute. Okay, so, you know what, this guy's 80. and he's also, it's like whatever. I'm trying to think because it's like one of those things. Okay, we can't really make a bad choice here. These guys aren't lighting the world on fire defensively, and just take. I'd rather, because this guy's a 96 durability, 95 rather, sorry, versus that guy who's just 82, which isn't bad. It's actually one of those things where you're like picking between a very unique set of skills, and that's what you got to do. I like. Okay, yeah, he's not very good in a lot of ways, but hey, what you gonna do? You don't. I don't have a lot of choices here, man. Sometimes it's like, okay, we gotta. You know, to be honest with you, I wouldn't even want to start him in right field. I don't even want him at like first base. So if you're 37 defensively, man, on fielding, that's garbage. That is bench. But I don't have a good team. I don't even want a good team at this point. Fuck good teams. Yeah, so we signed him just for something. I don't know why we signed him. I think we didn't give up a draft pick, which would really help us out. But if we did, that would be terrible. I got something right there. So yeah. Actually, like I keep putting this off. It's a weird thing I gotta do because I gotta look at the messages because usually we get okay, so we got notifications to do. I wanted to do this like so I'm not doing this a little bit later. Okay, so we got this. Okay, we're gonna get this guy back out for catchers or something because I want catchers to be scouted. Fielding, power. I want powers. Okay, central. Okay, east. There we go. Go east, motherfucker. And discovery, we're just gonna go to. We'll go to outfield, I guess. Arm strength and power. Sure, why not? At this point, it's like, catchers. When you realize you don't have a deep draft for catchers, it's like, oh shit, But you know what? That's okay. It's fine. I mean, it's not great. I wish, because if you look at my catching situation, that sucks. But it's also like, what are you gonna do? Okay, so again, like we're not even starting good outfielders or anything, but it's like, what are you gonna do? These because this is what I do. Like I take guys out of the green bar all the way down to like that area or less, and I sub them out because I don't want them to get injured. Not that that really matters all that much, but this is me just stalling. Hopefully I could get into the video in a second here. What I usually do is I usually play the games and just do it basically like a live stream, but this is more going behind what I normally do, and we're gonna just. I love you, Justin Turner, but you're not even really good at third, so whatever. He's a great hitter, but not good anymore at the playing defense. To be honest with you, like I'd rather have some of the guys that were on the teams from the first year I did this team. I did it a little bit differently the first year. The first year was straight up, literally up and down, all bad players, prospects that I could get. So, yeah, I think I have the budgets on too, which kind of helps and hurts. Makes it more realistic, but it makes it a lot harder to build a team in certain aspects. So, yeah. Yeah, the good thing is, I don't know what's a good thing anymore, I guess. I mean, I think my boy Biden is losing the presidency, but I don't freaking care. I can't even think about that too much right now. It's gotta be more about the baseball, right? Start doing some of that, because, we got off a hot start with Holt there. That's nice. Yeah, so there's no timetable for these types of videos, which kind of helps a little bit. I mean, hell, get a fucking home run right off the bat. That's awesome. You know, especially when you think back to like the fact that I traded for him and I signed him as a free agent. I kept him for basically his flexibility. You know, that's what I did. That's why it's kind of like weird because he's not a pretty good. He's not like a good power hitter either. He's got 43, but you know, that's like, you know, that's nothing with power, man. You know, Justin Turner's a better power hitter, but I like Brock Holt because he can play a lot of positions, and that's really helping me right now with some of my goals of not getting all of my prospects hurt. You know, it's kind of nice because it makes sense, right? Your prospects need to be on the field to play, and you know, so it's like one of those things I'd rather show, you know, them a little love by making them, yes, they're not going to like come out like at the same time a veteran would, but, or I would do to a veteran player, but they're not going to bust their butt all the time either, because getting them hurt and getting their career ruined is not good. And Jazz Chisholm, I traded for him last year. That was a smart pickup, I guess. That was not smart, getting a little flyout right there. I have no plate patience. It's just a flaw of mine. So this is gonna, hopefully, like, my schedule is gonna, for these types of videos, gonna be a little different because we're gonna have to edit them together. It's gonna be a little herky, a little jerky, but there's a way to do that. I usually used to have like bumpers, so I could start doing some of that, which is kind of nice, but it's also kind of like, yeah, I mean, the reason I'm saying that is because we've probably been recording for a little bit longer than the timer, because I started, you know, but I also know myself, like, I know I'm not going to play the whole game, you know, so it's like, when I mean not play the whole game, yes, if I'm doing well, that's one thing. But this is more of a, I wanted to show you my thought process into making a good team, into not getting players hurt, into maybe hopefully winning a few games. The goal of this whole season is to go from 40 something wins to about mid 60 wins, because there's a difference between bad and just awful. We were awful, you know? You know, awful is like, is really just like, awful is like, I didn't even want to watch. I didn't even want, you know, the first year I relocated the Orioles to Hartford was a piss-taking year where we're like, I didn't even want to record because that's like, that's not fair, you know? We had a lot of bad contracts. We didn't want to like sign anybody to anything long-term. Yes, we got Puig, but we also got Puig on a one-year deal so I could trade him. Ben Zobrist isn't here anymore, so that should tell you about those signings. Those signings were basically patchwork tank job signings, where it's like, we need to have a team. There it is. You know what I mean? Like, we need to have a team, so we gotta sign these guys just to, you know, have some competitiveness. And if you're winning 40 games, having Puig, having guys that could be traded to teams to get better players or better prospects, you do that. You just do. Because going from 40 wins to 45, 50 wins is not, it's not good, you know? I think, to be honest with you, if we have a repeat performance, barring a shit ton of injuries and a bunch of stuff, I gotta have to look at firing a manager or something like that. Because again, like, I would be, if I was, to be honest with you, I know this doesn't work in real life, but it would be my philosophy is like, we gave you a shit team the first year, so we're not really counting that as like, as much as we probably should. Like, if you have a team that's stuck at 60 wins, fire the manager. If you're having a tank job, you know that you're not putting your best team on the field. So it's a little bit different. So you're like, okay, let's just suck it up. Have the manager manage. If he can't get the team from 60 wins to 80 wins, or 60 wins to 70 wins, show progression, we're going to have to think about making a change. And I don't want to do that in the middle of a season. I also don't want to harp on that too much because, like I said, we're intentionally trying to lose, so we weren't going to just run out and sign players to make our team better, even like if it made sense. Like
Nope,
even if we were like given Justin Turner that year, we wouldn't have signed him. We would have been like, okay, let's sign him, flip him. And to be honest with you, we're kind of at a 500 clip right now at 6 and 7, right? If we could keep that, great. Let's hold on to Justin Turner and wait it out. Wait it out. Wait it out. Because it's like, we know that Turner could get us some prospects back at the deadline if he's healthy. We know some of these guys like Kyle Barklaw are good. Keep them at the deadline. We're going to flip you because we got Givens. Or if it's one or the other because we want, it's like we got to be smart with who we flip because, again, if we're at 500 now, it means nothing, but it also means one of those. It's like, if we're at 500, man, do we add or do we sell? I think we should add. We should sell a little bit, but, depending on where we're at in division and wild card. You know what I mean? That's really the key is, like, let's see if we can build up, because Rome was not built in a day. I'm the GM, and I don't want flash in the pan. I want actual success. You know what I mean? Actual success is like knowing that you've got a team built to succeed for the future and not having to, oh crap, we got to trade everybody and flip them all. I kind of ran into that problem with the Red Sox when I was doing that team. It was like, oh crap, we got to start trading people. We got to get this roster back up. Like this whole thing for me is rebuilding. It's like, we gotta, to be honest with you, the best thing we could do is hit on our picks. That's number one. I actually want to go to my scouting, and we are still waiting to get rid of a few of these guys off the board, because I usually try to search for some of them. I know when I last did this, I still had, I don't want to play the Athletics, so I'm gonna sim about a week ahead to see if it changes, and hopefully nobody gets injured. So first thing we're gonna do is start looking at the roster and the lineup card just to see what I'm gonna do with that. Okay, so I might play a little bit, but before I even look, it's like one of those things, before I even start doing that, because I have a tendency to do that, to just run into it, we're going to start scouting some pitchers. I want to get them younger. This guy, whoops, crap. Get out of that and be like, yeah, no, I don't want to sort that screen. I wanted to scout that player. I can't believe I did that. Yeah, that was a dumb mistake. It happens all the time sometimes, Let's see what we got. Player card. It's also like one of those things where it's like we don't need to get better off the bat. We just need to get guys that can be good, for right now. So yeah, it is so tempting to just, oh crap, we've already done dumb things, I guess. I don't know. You know what? Is it really worth it to play this game? Because part of me is just like, not really. So we're going to go back out, and we're going to, because we're in 5th place, it doesn't matter that much. So let's just sim ahead a little bit more. We won a game. I'm going to view this offer, even though no, that's not going to happen. The reason why is, yeah, he's 27, but he's also in a position we don't really have a lot of. And to be honest with you, It's like, yeah, like, I love Tanaka, but you know, I'm very supportive of that. But no, no, we're not doing that. Okay, so, okay, the other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna just go through this. Okay, so we don't have anybody that's open to scout. Let's assume I had another week, and let's see what happens. Because at this point, crap. Tanner Scott, okay. I forgot, like, I was like, is that a player or is that a guy that pitches? I'm just saying, as a position player, I would totally step in, but no, not really with that, because I don't want to jump right into that. And of course, this is now a situation where it's probably better for me to step in. Yeah. But before I do that, I'm actually gonna look through some of these because these are important. These are actually probably more important than the game, you know? Let's go through the scouted. Actually, where's my guy? The guy who was scouting. Yeah, usually, like, you try to do this so you don't have to deal with busts, you know? You know what I mean? So let's just go to scouted because I don't see him popping up right away. And, it's not good because I'm looking for, oh, there it is. Jesse Portillo. You know, he's not gonna, maybe in the later rounds, you're not gonna lie. Okay. This guy, no. Because some of these guys, it's better to, like, yes, okay, this guy. I was gonna say no, only because I was like, is he better utilized discovering or pitching, you know, or discovering or, you know, doing that. Let's see what we got here. Catcher. Why not? Because, like, that scout, Ernesto, I like the discovery and I like the position player part. I don't like the fact he can't scout pitching, so let's go see if we can get a pitcher. Left. Command. Sure. Why not? Actually, yeah, because pitching is really important, so we're going to do that. And, yeah, right? Alright, Justin Turner still there. I've been really kind of down on some things lately. Yeah, so this is going to be a weird one. We might, as always, we're going to cut this off at some point. So, right, you know it's going to get cut off at some point. And I don't want to do it right now because, like, it doesn't bother me that much sometimes. Like, when you cut it off, it's like, you know, whatever. But I'm talking about cutting off the feed here, you know. It's like, you know what, because who cares, right? But it's also like, I kind of care a little bit, you know, a little titch. And sometimes it's not the best, I guess. Okay. Actually, yeah, he goes in the right field just because I forgot he's got a better durability than that, yeah. He may not do anything defensively, but hey, durability matters. These things matter. Okay. Actually, you know what? Before I even start this, because I can't remember if I actually started recording, and I don't want to, I don't, it's probably a good point to cut it right now, and remember, like, just to look and see if I recorded all those scouting things, because that's motherfucking important right now. So we're going to stop right here. This is almost the end of, you know, what is it, April. So we're going to go look at our scouting. Okay, keep them on this. And maybe keep them on that for a little bit longer, see what happens. Because I know that the draft is in June. So it's probably a good idea to start looking for guys right now that we could draft. You know what I mean? Like, keep it honest, keep it a buck. We're gonna have to maybe is that guy worth it? I like the fielding and the arm strength. I do like the fact that he's 22 and not that much older. Because at this point, it's like, okay, maybe we could get him. And of course, I fucked that up somewhere. I'm like, crap, I fucked it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go keep looking at positions. Like, catcher's pretty cool. We do need a catcher. First base we're good at. Second base, no, I don't care. Because that's like one of those things we might push it down the road there. Because, yeah, okay, shortstop, no. Left field, we actually do need some right fielders, so yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, you know, I don't really know. That's a good idea. Keep it in the outfield because that's where we need most of our help, you know, in that way. So we're going to just sim a little bit. We're going to sim it day by day, right? Because it's just sim one at a time. Because there's no real reason to rush, especially because it's the end of the April video. Lucian, don't care. Place on bench. Okay. We're back with the Rays. We're back against them. We kind of got our ass handed to us by them, and we're in 5th place. Who really cares? I am definitely changing some uniforms around because I do actually kind of dig the Devil Rays alternate unis, almost all of them, even the 98 ones. I mean, I was born in 93, so fuck off, you know? Fuck off, fuck off! You hear that, Crow? Okay, so, yeah, this is obviously not the ideal what we want to do, but is definitely, you know, a good thing, because right now we're building through the draft. We're not looking for anything but getting picks and prospects. So, you know, I'm gonna just show you a little bit of gameplay here, because again, why not, right? Like, let's get out of that. This is gonna not count towards what I do on the daily. Actually, you know what? Let's see what we got. Yeah, okay. So we actually got to skip that for a second. Okay, that's cool. That's really, really cool. I like that because I like the fact I got to send more scouts out. That's a huge plus for for me. Yeah. Let's go. Let's send them out to get a cat. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Minutes done them. 21. Don't care. Position players or pitcher. Okay, so Ernest Manuel, you may be a little bit of development. Who cares? Oh wow, East. No, wait a minute. I'm fucking up that one up a little bit. Georgia, who cares? We got your Democrats got that state, and I'm happy with that shit, man. Pitchers. Okay, so he's a pitching type of guy, and you could never get enough pitching. So, you know, it's like okay. Wait a minute, that guy's already been scouted. Oh shit. Venezuela. And the good thing is he's not that bad with position players. I keep, you know, fucking that up a little bit. Central. I don't know. Steve Q. You know what? Some of these I'm going to take flyers on later in the May video because obviously they're not my style just yet. You know what? I like the power. I like that. Injury risk is alright because average is pretty cool. No, hell no. Take him. Take him and scout him, man. Scout him and rack him. Let's just see what we do here because some of this is going to be coming together in the April video, so this is probably a good send off for April, right? It's, you know, the end of the April month. You know, what you're gonna do when April ends with you. We are, let's just go back out. I'm only to one sub, so let's just go back out real quick. We are in 5th place. We got 12 wins. And to be honest with you, if we don't hit 60, I'm gonna fire the manager, because again, 40. I excuse 40 is just like we tried to tank. It wasn't really his fault. It was my fault, and I was trying to rebuild. So it was like, whatever. You get it. The manager at that point deserves a little bit more time, not much more, but more time. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things where you're like, yeah, you can't blame a manager for that, but what you can blame a manager for is when you start getting better players and they don't perform, you go, okay, time to get rid of the manager. Like, this is a roster that really shouldn't go, you know, 47 wins like the previous year. You know what I mean? It shouldn't happen. And to be perfectly and completely honest, I know one of the things that's going to cause not a lot of controversy, because it's not very controversial, but one of the things I always find frustrating is keeping a prospect down in the minors. I know they do that in real life. I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that it's a good idea. But at some point, we got to start winning. So it's like, yeah, no, that's going to happen. We're going to bring guys up. We're going to try to build them a little bit, because when you start from rock bottom, you don't have the best options available to you. And that's my way of saying that. You know what I mean? Because, again, we're starting from the bottom. We got to build it up. It's going to take time. It's going to take money, which we don't have. And we're playing with the budgets on, I believe. So, yeah, staying tight with me. We're gonna just I'm trying to decide who's gonna bat 7th here. When you have a bad lineup, that's what you do. You look for guys to start all over the freaking place. You put them everywhere, and you also realize you might have put some of them in the wrong position and to begin with. But yeah, we're gonna play this a little bit. I'll try to. Yeah, I do like Brock Holt. I don't know why. I mean, he's a good player. You know, he's decent. So let's just roll with it. Yeah, I like some of these players, but we also got to start getting results. I don't want to be George Steinbrenner like that though, but you know what I mean? Like, Jazz Chisholm, yeah, I'll keep him around. Everybody else is kind of like, if you're like Justin Turner, I must have signed him, because I don't know why you go out and get him. I know he's 83 overall, but that kind of works against us in a way, because it hurts in the way of keeping talent. You know what I mean? So it's like, it hurts in the way of like developing talent, rather, not keeping it, developing it, man. Oh, god damn it. And that's a home run, isn't it? That's gotta be. Yep, that's a fair ball. There we go, Brock Holt. Do your L5. Yeah. I mean, he's balling. I gotta say, he's actually hit 4 home runs. That's like the most I've ever hit with a Brock Holt. So, he's balling. The worst thing that could happen here is we have something catastrophic happen and we don't save this clip, because, man, that is meme worthy. Brock Holt hitting a home run. Yeah, damn, that's nice. And also, like, I'm a free swinger, so I know that hurts me sometimes. I'm probably just gonna play a few of these innings. You know what I mean? We're trying to just, you know, maybe 4. Like, usually I get to about 20 minutes, or not 20, 15 usually, so 15, 20 minutes is probably, we're kind of not approaching that, but we're getting to that point of, like, again, this is the end of April, so it's going to be weird to juxtapose this with every other video I make, where it's like I don't usually do off-season. I don't even do scouting that much. You know what I mean? So it's nice to do some of that stuff, but it's also like, you know, really kind of hard.
What do you got?
Not hard. It's just learning to make better trades, which I'm gonna do because that's pretty much. If we're being honest here, we could break down the season into a little bit of pieces and make it a video, right? Because that's the best thing to do, is to break it up into chunks versus one whole thing, you know? I mean, I know a lot of people do supercuts of long ass videos. I don't have that capacity just yet. I mean, my computer's chugging through a 45-minute off-season video right now, and that's fine. I don't give a damn. You know, my content's more about quality than other stuff. You know. Right now, we're working on everything. Especially with the Whalers, because that's a time video. You know. If you do, like, again, this is gonna be for April, so again, I'm sorry for bringing up backyard stuff, the inside baseball into this, because it's like something I care about, you know? You know, not that I'm saying anything revolutionary either, I know that. Believe me, this is not, you know, earth-shattering shit that people edit videos on YouTube. It's not that bad, it's just, Jason Haley, okay. ZR is like 4, so yeah, again, he should be in the minors. We're being honest, all the pitchers should be, but it's also like, I mean, we're kind of floundering, you know. I'm not saying he is. It's not his fault. It's more of a Joanna. You know, Joanna didn't build the team just quite yet. So it's like, okay, we're in a new market. We're trying to rebuild. We need to go for broke and get some guys in here that maybe could come in and pitch, you know, for the next couple years. And if we get them through the draft, that's probably the best way to do it. You know what I mean? Especially like his relievers and starters, who cares? You know, we'll get some relievers.
He's in there, he's safe.
You know, I don't know, I might do some waiver wires. I gotta, like, drafting, free agency, and scouting, that's one thing.
That's inside.
But waiver wire is a whole other thing. I gotta look up how to do that, because there might be some guys that we could pick up that could help us in the here and now. Like, again, I don't mind putting a minor leaguer at the major league level a little early, because if they're 79 overall, they should be in the majors. You know, but at the same time, I think we might be hurting ourselves in the long run with this, you know? You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we might ruin these guys a little bit, but hopefully they can keep their heads and not take it like, you know what I mean? Take it like adults, I guess? I don't want to say that, because that's kind of unfair. You don't want to be like the Texas Rangers. When they first moved to Texas, they actually ruined a guy by bringing him up at like 18 years old, right out of high school. So that's like what I'm working, you know, on, is like, okay, we need to get guys into the major league level, but we need to be smart. We need to draft, you know. I think it's easier to say that. It's another thing to do it, you know. We gotta get pitching, because that's gonna go. You know what I mean? Some of the other stuff you could pick up through free agency in a way. I learned that with, funnily enough, the first time I did the Baltimore Orioles, when I didn't move them to Hartford, I was like, let's do a lot of trades, let's get some guys. Because if you get, like, the reason I'm not putting a lot of hate on the Justin Turner signing, yeah, we're a bad team, you know, but when you get guys that are like 83, 88, you might be able to flip them and keep flipping the players you do get, you know what I mean? You keep flipping until you find your guy, you know, that's basically it. It's a weird philosophy, but it's the right thing to do. Like, when you don't have a good team, the best thing you can do is keep trying to make a good team rather than riding it all the way through all the time. Believe it or not, when I try, I can succeed. You know what I mean? That's the best way to put it. Like, not to say I don't try when I'm doing a team like the Mariners, like the Diamondbacks, like, you know, the Angels. But those are teams where I'm like, whatever, it's not focused. It's just, let's go and do some stuff. Let's maybe get a free agent or two. With this, it's more concerted into like, okay, how long is it going to take for us to build a contender? I don't even care if we get to the World Series or not. I don't care if we win one or not, because it's not really about that. This is probably not that way to say it, but the goal is to build a contender. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's not to make money. I mean, we're gonna make money, but yeah. You know, build a contender is one thing, but really just make it, you know, a good, viable team, so we're not like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think one of the, oh man, I'm just thinking too much. One of the key things, like, I keep harping on this, but man, we gotta hit on some picks. And that's the thing, is we got to keep hitting on them too. We're not in a position to go, oh, we hit on one. No, we got to hit on like 3 or 4 draft classes. You know what I mean? And the reason is, it's just the best way. That is one of those things where it's like, it's hard to do. It's because the draft is such a crapshoot. But if we don't ruin our pitchers, if we get some hitting, and if we get some free agents like Justin Turner that we could sell and get money and get prospects and get shit for, then we're good. It's all over but the crime. Because you give me a team, I can build a team. I did it with the Orioles. I've done it with the Royals. Like, it's all about development. So, like, you know what I mean? It's also all about being patient, getting coaches and shit. White Sox, another team that did that wasn't very good, and he somehow managed to get better. It's like one of those things, the more you do it, the more you get a feel for how to do it. You know what I mean? And like with the Orioles and the Royals, I kind of learned some things. And like the other thing is like taking real life into it. You gotta learn how to like, go, okay, we gotta hit the picks, man. We gotta hit on our picks. That's going to be important in May, in June, and that's how you get better. You learn, you live, and maybe these first 2 or 3 years we start doing it. Again, my goal right now this season isn't to get into the playoffs. It isn't, because that's unrealistic. It is to get to 60 wins. You know what I mean? Okay, so that ends that, especially at that inning. So, and we're at the minimum here. We're probably like way over the minimum, but you know, I decided to show you my little scheme of what I was gonna do with scouting. Thank you for watching. It's probably a good time to end it. Have a happy day. Hopefully we can come back with a May video at sometime in the near future that isn't totally like this. I'm working on this as I go. You know, I'm learning on the fly. So yeah, I apologize if that makes it very tough for people. And I really do, because it's hard. It's not hard. It's just like learning the techniques. So once you get the rhythm down, you can start going through this. You know what I mean? That's my philosophy. You know.
The count is 1 and 2.
I worked that video editing stuff, so just gonna end it right there. This is probably a good time to just cut, maybe stop talking. Alright, thank you for watching. Hopefully you have a great day. Bye bye.